Good morning, my lovely nines. Right, buddies, here we go again, back into online learning. Hopefully just for a short time this time. Fingers crossed that I'll be able to see you guys again next week. But at the moment, I guess we're going online. So anyway, I know you guys are good at it, so I don't have any concerns. I think that you've already proved that you're boss at this, completely pro. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. But in the meantime, let's keep rocking on. Please put the title Enlargements into your book for me, please. Now, with this new topic, enlargements, it's actually quite cool, I think. And you make really cool, really pretty pictures. So here's what I'm going to have you do. I'm just going to do a couple examples with you and give you guys a whole whack of time to practice. I hope that I don't take too long, but if I do, and you start getting the idea, go ahead and put me on ×2 speed, because I know you guys told me to do that anyway, you cheeky individuals, but that's okay. So here we go. To start with, what I want you to do is I'd like you to copy out this shape. So this little 1, 2, 3, 4-sided shape, just somewhere in the bottom left-ish corner of your page, okay? So it looks like that, but leave a little bit of a gap under it and a great big gap up and right of it, okay? So that's what I'm going to get you guys to do. So get this shape drawn kind of somewhere toward the bottom corner of a page in your book. Push pause until you've got it drawn. Don't forget to put the cross in as well. So push pause and get that drawn. Okay, and you're back. So hopefully it looks like this, okay? So there it is in the bottom corner of your page. Now, what I was going to get you guys to do is to increase this thing's size using something called a scale factor. So to start with, I wanted us to enlarge it. Oh, let's do it in colors. That'll make it pretty. So let's start off by doing it with scale factor equals 2. Now that means that we're going to make this shape 2 times as big as what it was. But actually, can you see how I marked that red dot there? This guy here is actually called the center of enlargement. Center of enlargement. Okay? And that means not only are we going to make the shape bigger, but we're going to make it bigger with that thing staying in the center. So it's going to be blowing up in every direction away from that red cross, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Now, it won't be too bad for you, okay? I'm going to show you that you're going to be pro at it straight away. And I try not to waste too much time because I do think you guys will be good at it. So, yeah, hopefully this isn't too fast, but here we go. So you start with the red dot. I think you can only see it when I move my actual mouse. So see the red dot where you can see the cursor? Well, to get to the one above it, it's 1 square up, okay? So what we're going to do then is, in order to do scale factor 2, is we're simply going to move that dot 2 squares up. 1, 2. So that dot is going to end up there. So if this dot was called A, this will be called A prime. But we don't really need to worry about that too much at the moment. That dot becomes there. Cool. Now, here we go again. Same deal again on the next dot. Can you see, to get to the next dot, the one that's to the right, it is 1 space right and 2 spaces up. Okay, right, okay. So 1 right, 2 up. Well, if it's scale factor 2, guess what? Instead of being 1 right, it's going to be 2 right. And instead of being 2 up, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So that second dot winds up there. To get to the third dot, this one here that's further out, this guy here to the right of the red cross, used to be 2 spots to the right. Well, that's an easy one. What's it going to be when you double it? We have 4 spots to the right based on the original dot, or based on the original center of mass. So there. Cool. And the last one is here underneath the X. Used to be 1 down, now it's 2 down. Shaboosh, my lovelies, you've just done it. Use your ruler for this. I don't really have a ruler, so I'm just going to have to do it with my best freehand. And you get this, okay? You get this shape right here. Cool. And bang, that is your shape, not only twice as big, but it's twice as big in the same direction. So here's what I'm going to get you guys to do. I want you guys to now do on the same thing again. Don't redraw it or anything, but on the exact same picture again, I want you to do scale factor equals 3. So you're just going to triple every single distance. So if it was 2 across and 3 up, it would be 6 across and 9 up. Cool? So I'm going to give you guys a minute, push pause, and then go, and then check and see if you got it right. So you ready? Pause. Okay, and you're back. So let's see how we've done. So this used to be 1 up, so we're going against the blue one, don't forget. So it used to be 1 up, so now it's going to be 3 up, so that winds up there. This used to be 1 across and 2 up, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 across, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. Cool. Used to be 2 to the right. Now, tripling, it's going to be 6 to the right. 2, 4, 6. And the final dot used to be 1 down. Oh gosh, I've not done it this very well at all. It's gonna now. Oh yeah, I have actually. Well, see, I nearly made a mistake. I'm counting from the red cross. Don't forget. Used to be 1 down. Now we're gonna triple it. 3 down. So it ends up there, only just on my page. And boom, there you go. We've got this again. It's been doubled in or tripled in size, and it's still based on the original shape. So happy days. I'm going to show you guys a really cool pro tip now as well. You'll know you got it right because if you connect the points that match up, so can you see that these top points, the green, the blue, and the green, the purple, and the blue, if you drew a line through all of them, it would connect back to the start. That's an indication that you got it right. If you connect the red square to the blue, it should be the same line that connects to there and there, which is cool, and the same deal this way. The kind of corresponding points all connect out like that. It makes kind of a pyramid-y shape if you've got it all done, and it makes it really cool in 3D. I hope that I get to see you guys again soon, and we'll do some really fun activities with this because it is really a neat topic. It's a really neat topic, and we can make some really pretty pictures, but I think it'd be better for me not to do that in the online video, just to do basics with you now, and then we'll start making really cool pictures. These actually make a really cool pop-out 3D effect, which I think is sick and amazing, so I'd love to do that with you. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll try it in the video, but maybe you guys will be back in school, and I'll try it with you in school again, in school instead, and that'd be awesome. Okay, so for your lesson today, all I would like you to do is to complete this sheet. Okay, so this has been attached onto the Google Classroom, and it's been attached onto the Show My Homework. And I'd just like you to do this sheet for me, okay? It'll make a word when it's all the way finished, and that'll be how you know you got it right. So there's a couple of tricks in it, so I'm just going to show you one normal one and one tricky one just so you get the idea. So just have a quick watch. I'll do the first two for you, and then that's going to be it for this lesson, so hopefully not too big of a video today. Cool, so here we go. Whatever, let's start at the bottom. Let's start at H, okay, so, which is weird, but I don't mind. Okay, so there's H, and there's the shape that matches it. Because you see how it says scale factor 2 from H? Okay, so here we go, my buddies. Oh, I'd suggest printing this as well. Like, you almost certainly have to print this if you're going to do it properly. Okay, here's what I'd suggest that you do. I'm going to give you a shortcut so you don't have to do as much work as we just did a moment ago. Pick any point you want on the shape that you're dealing with. I'm picking the bottom left corner. Okay, we did the same kind of thing when you did translations, that we picked one spot and then we did everything based on that. Now we're on scale factor 2, okay? So to get from H to that point that I marked in red, here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up and 2 across. So 6 up, 2 left. So if I'm doing double, it's going to be 12 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 up, and instead of 2 across, doubling, it's going to be 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that dot winds up there. Does everybody see that? That dot winds up there? Well, here's the pro tip. If you don't want to keep going back to H, which I certainly don't, I don't want to be counting big distances, you can now go from dot to dot to dot pretty slickly. So say I marked that one green there. Instead of going all the way back to H, can you see that to go from red to green, it used to be 4 spots to the right? Well, if you're doing scale factor 2, it's just going to be 8 spots to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bang. That's a faster way of doing it, isn't it, buddies? I don't want you to spend ages if you don't have to. So that's a faster way to do it. To go from red to blue, it used to be 2 spaces up, right? So now it's going to be 4 spaces up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, not 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then pretty much the last one, you can do the same again. What color haven't I used yet? Let's go light blue. For the light blue, to go from green to light blue, it used to be 2 up, so it's 4 up. Bang. This shape ends up being mapped, is what the posh word is for that. Gets mapped to here. And that's your first one for H. I hope you get the idea. This is a shortcut, because if you just go from corner to corner to corner, once you've got the first one, then you don't have to worry about If you go corner to corner corner after the first one, you don't have to worry about counting all the way back down to H, which is going to be lefts and rights and all sorts, just like how many spaces right and how many spaces left will have to go. So there you go. That's where your first one should wind up. Hope that's okay. Now, final thing, I'm just going to show you, is that on this worksheet, unfortunately, there's some that are from the next lesson, which is negative and fractional scale factors. So let's just have a quick peek at E over here, and we'll do E together as well, then I'm going to leave you to it. Okay, from E, this E1 here, that's its square right there, and it wants to do scale factor -2. So I'm going to have to be a bit careful when I explain this to you, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. I really, really don't. So if you check it out, there you go. So here we go. First things first is we have to locate the shape. So to get from E to that red corner, so I just pick the spot in the corner, it used to be one space right and one space down. Okay? Now here you go. It's scale factor 2, so it's going to be 2. It's going to be doubling in each direction. But here's what that minus there does. What the minus does is it reverses the direction, okay? So rather than it being right, it's going to be left. Rather than it being down, it's going to be up. So I'll show you what I mean. Rather than going once right and once down, we're going to go, well, not once, but, because we're doubling and reversing directions, so two things is happening, double and reverse directions. So instead of one right, one down, it's going to be two left, two up. So can you see that it's done two things? It's doubled, but it's also opposited. Okay, it's also made itself opposite. Okay, now once that's done, it still becomes easier, my buddies, so don't worry too much. Now that's the hard step. Hard step's now over. I'm going to put this as a blue dot here in the top right corner of this shape. Now, to get from red to blue, it used to be 3 spaces right. Now, if I'm going to both double and reverse direction, rather than 3 spaces right, it's going to be 6 spaces left. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces left. Cool? Because I know people might not have their head all the way around this. Let's just go again. At the risk of being a bit slow, I'm going to do it anyway. To go from red to blue, it used to be 2 spaces down. Doubling and reversing, instead of 2 spaces down, it's going to be 4 spaces up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Now the last dot, the green one, that I'll have in a minute, the green dot, all you got to do here is you can kind of guess where it goes. So you could just, you're like, I know it's going to go there because it has to finish the shape. That's fine if you want to do that. But just for the sake of completeness, to go from light blue to green, it used to be 3 right. So from light blue to green up here, it's going to be 6 left, which indeed it is. This shape becomes this. Bang and bang and bang. Cool? And that's all there is to it, my buddies. So there you go, buddies. I've done the first 2 squares for you. There's a fair few others on there. Spend the rest of the hour getting through those. It should be a really pretty sheet by the time you're done. I think I will... No, I want to take this one in online. So I want you to do it, but I'm not going to collect this one because I'm going to set the homework on the next one, which is a little bit harder because I think some of you might find the next one a little bit harder. So I'd rather have a really close look at the one that you do next. But for the rest of today's lesson, I want you to finish this. It's attached to show my homework. Get it all in, get it all done, and yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys again next week. 2 more online lessons this week, and I know you guys are superstars at the online learning, and this is far from ideal, but yeah, you're pro. You're my super nines. I'm ready for you. Ready to teach you guys again in year 10. Keep up the fab work, and I shall talk to you again soon. Bye, buddies!